Okay, guys, it is Pun Factor bringing you some more green-white Value Town in Modern. Awesome stuff. Tonight, I've been testing Vivien, Champion of the Wilds in the deck. I've been really awesomely impressed with the card. It is seriously super sweet. So there's a couple things that people might not realize that you can kind of do with her in regards to this deck. So just give you a quick rundown. This deck has a lot of problems with control. Obviously, basically how the games play out, it's like reading a freaking book. You play out some creatures, they let them happen, they wipe your board, and then now if you don't have a collected company, you are playing all at sorcery speed. They have 5+ mana. They drop it to fairy, they untap a couple, and then they just counter everything because it is so hard to play double threats. But now Vivien allows us to play things at instant speed, which is great. And it just gives us that edge to constantly dig through, play something at instant speed, almost as if we always have a collected company. The other nice thing that this card allows us to do is it allows us to give vigilance and reach, which is not irrelevant, but allows us to give vigilance to our knight, which in turn allows us to attack with the knight and then still activate it, which is absolutely fantastic against a lot of matchups. The reach is also awesome in this deck because this deck has a lot of issues when it comes to interacting with evasive creatures. So Vivien kind of gives us another out. So now we have 4 paths, a Dramoka's Command, and 2 Viviens to deal with problematic flyers, which is fantastic. It's honestly been a sweet card. I super love it. And the cool thing is, with Courser really allows us to, it's like, hey, should we activate this or shouldn't we activate it in terms of taking it down? If there's nothing relevant on top of the library, because we're only digging, I think, what, 3 cards? Yeah, we're only digging 3 cards. In my opinion, it's not worth it unless you're in a really bad spot. You might as well just tick it up. And then also, if your opponent sees a card and they know that you probably have it in your hand because you just ticked down Vivien and drew it and exiled it, they might be more inclined to hold up a counterspell for that card, which allows you to sneak other things through. It just gives us a lot of play. I super dig it. So in its spot, I dropped the Knight of Autumn to the sideboard because it was kind of our flex slot, and then I went down to 1 Worship just to give us some room so we can have both Knight of Autumns. That's kind of what I'm rolling with. We had 4 games tonight. We haven't lost a round, which is really sweet. We went 2-1 against both Tron opponents. We just went 2-0 against Blue-White Control, and we went 2-1 against Jund Death Shadow. So I'm feeling really good. So how about we jump into a league so I can get my soul crushed and bring me back down to some reality here. So let's go into a friendly league. The cool thing that I was really excited about was we played like relevant decks. A lot of the time, we were doing like paid singleton games, so you do get a little more quality in those games. But each deck we faced tonight was pretty freaking relevant. Jund Shadow's definitely a thing. Obviously, Tron's huge, and then we played a legitimate blue-white control deck. Now, they weren't playing the Miracles version, I don't think, so that was kind of nice. We just had to deal with a Supreme Verdict or 2, which was fine. So I don't know. It was pretty cool getting to play some like actual decks in the quote unquote top of the meta there. So let me make sure I'm actually recording. I am. Sweet. So, man, guys, I'm having so much fun with this Value Town deck. Like, it's just... Look, I know that it's not super duper crazy good, but I really encourage you guys, if you're on the fence with it and you haven't tried it yet, and you're watching videos and you're wondering if it's something that you'd be into, it is just such a fun deck to play. Okay, so this hand is good against... We have Horizon Canopy to draw. We are on the draw ourselves. I'm going to go ahead and keep it. We have a turn 1, turn 2 play. Excavator we don't really want to see, but it allows us to continue to draw cards with Horizon Canopy, so like that's pretty sweet. Probably going to get Thoughtseize here. Nope. Okay. So I don't want to play this fetch out, so let's just go ahead and Noble. We are hoping to find a Courser. That's bad for our opponent. Right on time. So let's go ahead and get out our Knight. You know what? Let's think about this. We don't want our Knight to get bolted. So let's go ahead and just play out our Courser here. It's kind of bolt proof. Next turn, we can play out our Horizon Canopy. Huh. How do we want to do this? That's fine. We want to get our Knight out, but we don't want it to die. They have 3 cards in hand. There's a bolt. So yeah, see, our Knight would have just gotten bolted. Man, we are like really getting down there here. Okay, let's start getting some life. There's another Courser. Sacrifice there, draw a card. Play out. Voice. Seems fine. I mean, we're at 8. I don't think there's any way. We'll slam this other Courser and then just start kind of running away with the game. I don't think there's any way they can beat us, honestly. Like, yeah, there's nothing they could do. All right, so Worship I think is pretty good. Knight of Autumn definitely comes in. Excavator comes out here. Believe it or not, Eidolon of Rhetoric is probably pretty awesome. Dramoka's Command just isn't. What else just doesn't matter? This one probably doesn't matter at all, really. I mean, she digs us, but like we can get rid of Vivien here. Skews is great. Let's go ahead and bring in our Eldritch Evolutions so we can find our life gainers here. This probably seems fine. Let's just make sure. No, those are fine. Limvala, no. Aven Mind Sensor, no. Kataki, no, 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 no. Yeah, this seems fine. Huh. It's a little bit slow. But we do have a Courser, so let's go ahead and keep it. And then we have Knight to be able to gain a bunch of life. This is probably okay. It is a little slow. So we really need to hit one more land and like 2 draws. I'm going to be a really sad panda bear. Well, you know what, though? We'll be able to get out Courser. 1. No, we need another land. What are they going with? Cinder Vines. Okay. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Alright, so worship, whatever, not the greatest. Oh, they can also use that for Courser. Alright, let's go ahead and play out our skews. Cinder Vines is pretty solid. Grim Lavamancer. Boop. Okay. Well, hey, look, it's not going to our face. What do we want to do here? Let's play a bird. Let's see if they'll let the bird live. Hope we can hit another land here at some point. Lava Spicus. Are they going to let our bird live? They shouldn't. Okay. Knight of the Reliquary. What we'll do is we're going to path this here just so they can't double up. Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of that. That's fine. Because I don't want them to be able to, like, double up and kill Knight. I want them to waste two actual spells from their hand to get rid of this Knight. If they do that, that's fine. We have another one in our hand. Okay. Eidolon, Boros Charm. It's a little terrifying, not gonna lie. So we can gain some life here. Courser. Temple Garden tapped. One, two. We might as well, right? Gain as much life as we possibly can. I wonder if we just like Bajuka Bog them. I don't think that matters. Gavany. We could get a fetch land, just in case it's relevant. Now let's go ahead and get a Ghost Quarter. No, let's get a Horizon Canopy. Back to 12. So they'll kill Courser, which is fine. Here's a Boros Charm. Okay. So they still don't get rid of Courser here. So this allows us to gain a life. Swing in here. Let's go ahead and fetch. Green source. Draw. One, two, three. We'll take 2 damage, but that's okay because we're going to go ahead and Ghost Quarter ourselves. And gain 2 life. And that's fine. Yep. He's going to swing in here. It actually might be close. He might just have us. I actually think he has us here because he's dead on the backswing if he didn't. Bolt, bolt. Yeah. Or at least he's going for it. You have it? Maybe? I don't know. being at 6 feels really horrible, but he does have to have double bolt. What's Lava Spike all about? Did he concede? He did. All right, guys. Cool. 2-0 against Burn. Green White Value Town. I'm not going to run this league straight through, so I'm just going to kind of have the videos up as we go, because I don't want to do like a 2-hour long video. So round 1, guys, 2-0 against Burn. Feels pretty nice. So stay tuned for the second match of Green White Value Town League. This is Punt Factor.